Hello everyone, today I will be discussing detailed cost estimating using building information modeling and compare it with performing detailed cost estimating manually. First I'll talk about why we need BIM within the industry. When compared to the manufacturing industry in terms of productivity, construction has remained stagnant and even decreased in some years as shown in the figure on the top right. The manufacturing industry has increased its productivity by 1.7 times that of the construction industry since the 1990s. This is due to automation and advanced software that has come about in the manufacturing industry. In construction, building information modeling is the answer to higher productivity and lower costs. As shown in the bottom graph, those within construction have realized the value of BIM and its capabilities and is being adopted more quickly than CAD was when it was initially introduced back in the 1980s. To further show why the construction industry needs a high rate of productivity, 98% of mega projects surveyed had a cost overrun or delay with an average cost increase of an additional 80% of the original contract value and an average delay of 20 months behind schedule. These numbers are terrifying for any general contractor trying to bid on a mega project or properly plan one. What's even scarier is that the graph on the right shows that of the projects surveyed, the highest cost increase was 650% of the original contract value, and the longest delay was 9 years behind schedule. Just one project that goes this poorly can put a firm out of business. This slide shows the process of detailed cost estimating manually and versus BIM. With manual estimating, 2D drawings are generated from a 3D model. This leads to lost data and assumed data, which causes inaccuracies and inconsistencies in the detailed cost estimate. While detailed cost estimating with BIM happens in one virtual environment where data is cohesively transferred across the platforms. Detailed cost estimating this way in building information modeling also leads to time savings of 5 weeks per estimating cycle. This can allow for less pressure to meet a deadline for a bid and perform more cost estimates to increase accuracy on the project. Some of the tools used to perform detailed cost estimating are Sage Timberline Office Estimating, which is a database software used to generate costs. Timberline uses its own proprietary database as well as connecting to an RS-Means database that can be linked to the Revit model. Another software is an Avaya, and this is a software that can be used to create a cost-oriented virtual environment to perform quantity takeoffs and add construction and assembly cost data. This further helps them create a more accurate detailed cost estimate in a quicker amount of time. There's also software for heavy civil-based applications such as HeavyBid. All these tools can be linked together to perform a detailed cost estimate seamlessly. The process to perform a detailed cost estimate within BIM considers cost assembly data from the virtual database, and it is easily editable to save time that can be used to optimize design or even estimate potential change orders or addendums. As shown in the image, the software considers square foot contact area for the footing framework, as well as man hours and crew hours needed to calculate the cost. Changing the footing dimensions is automatically represented in the detailed cost estimate, which allows for quicker estimates and more accurate ones. A case study found that detailed cost estimating with BIM is up to 65% more efficient and also leads to a more accurate cost estimate. This shows that using building information modeling is worth the initial investment because it has the potential to not only match manual estimating but also outperform manual cost estimating in all categories surveyed. The ability of performing estimates at a quicker rate allows firms to potentially estimate more projects at once and expand and grow their business. This can be huge for small firms looking to create a larger foothold within the industry. Though there are some challenges with implementing building information modeling for detailed cost estimating. There can be a culture change that can happen within the firm, as well as the method used to adopt and implement BIM for detailed cost estimating. Adequate planning is needed to implement BIM within a firm, or the firm risks not using it properly or not maximizing its capabilities. Moving forward, detailed cost estimating with building information modeling is beginning to become the norm within the industry because of its capabilities to decrease time and overall cost on a project.